If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay guys, so while this Sterling video renders out, let's take a look at the new evolution today. People are freaking out because Diogo Dalot got like a new card today, and he is very good in this game. Very, very good. But why is he good? For the obvious reasons, right? You know, take a look at the card. You know, you give him an anchor because he's a lengthy, right? This has been the meta for the new gen, like, for a long time. Bro, I think last year, brother, did we even have a full meta right back for the whole year? I don't even think we did. I think people were using strikers in the right back position. It's funny because this is so early in this year's game, and like this is probably like a card that's probably going to be full meta in the future because he's a lengthy. That's like the key thing, you know? But yeah, he's extinct for a reason. That card looks crazy, right? But yeah, the evolution today is Great Guti. I'm assuming they're naming it after like the actual player Guti. I'm assuming. Let's see what the actual boosts are. So this one is a paid one, 65k, 1200 FIFA points, or FC points. Assist 3 goals. Okay, win 6. This is physical shooting. Pinged pass. Ping pass is a good playstyle. Yeah, the more passing playstyles you can get, the better, my friend. Let me tell you. Oh, they're just giving a bunch of passing ones for this one, aren't they? Playmaker plus plus? Playmaker plus plus in the center mid position? Ooh, that's actually a big deal. That's actually a big deal. There's not a lot of like, I haven't really used a playmaker plus plus in this game that often. Is that for the center mid position? That's pretty good. Playmaker plus plus and a regular finesse shot. Yeah. That's why, man, when you go to sentimental cards, it's always the best, but it depends who it is too, right? Okay, so let's take a look at some of these cards before I have to upload this video. So the first one's obviously Joelinton, the one that's trending in the game. This card is 65k, Shadow Chemistry style. You drastically increase pace, you drastically increase defending. The main concern with this card is definitely going to be in the dribbling department, right? You have to be very careful with that specifically. If you were to use this card in your team, it would have to be in a more defensive light that could potentially attack. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about playing him in the right center mid position is that if he's on Playmaker, it's really not that bad, you know, because they won't overcommit as much as a box-to-box, right? Their main concern is obviously just setting up the play. So with this guy, shooting's in a decent area, passing's in a nice area. Doesn't have long ball pass, but is given a pinged pass and incisive pass. Press proven is a big deal as well. Intercept, bruiser, very good play styles on the card. Again, I would probably still mainly use them in a defensive way, but again, with the way that this game is, he's a lengthy player, good pace, defensive stats massively increased. Looks like a pretty solid card, right? Obviously, if you are a Newcastle fan, you can't really go wrong with this decision if you went down that route. Next up, we have an AC Milan player that gives you English links, Loftus-Cheek. With this card, again, a lengthy player on a Shadow Chemistry style, which is obviously a W. You give him the pace boost, you give him defensive boost, play styles in game. He doesn't really have defensive stuff as much as it's definitely like some sort of box-to-box center mid sort of deal. Again, doesn't have a long ball pass, does have incisive pass with ping pass because of the evolution. With this card, you know, you are given the Playmaker. Is that how that works? So let me see here. So Playmaker plus plus. But he gets a plus plus in 2 different things. So what's Joelinton's? Is that wrong? I'm a little confuzzled. Just give me a second here. Joelinton. I want to make sure I get you guys the right information here, you know? Ah, okay. Yeah, I figured it was like that. Center mid Playmaker, yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, center mid plus plus. Okay, cool. So yeah, Jollington gets a plus plus for that. Like I said, you know, the dribbling might be a little bit rough. Press proven helps it out a little bit, but yeah. Let's see what else is here. So we go to here. So at least we know that for the future. So if I go to Loftus Cheek, it's the same situation, I believe, right? So it'll probably be like his main position here. Loftus Cheek, evolutions. Well, he has two different ones you can do. That's a chain evolution if you were to go down that route. But yeah, this card over here, again, center mid plus plus. Yeah, okay. So just making sure, right? That's the what we're looking at basically, right? So again, Diogo Dalot is trending because of the card that currently exists. Honestly, the differences between the two, it is significant. I'm not gonna say that it's not because it is. Fours and twos, well, fours mainly in the defense is definitely a very big deal, but the dribbling boost, man, that's a crazy one. All right, that's a crazy one. I wonder how much this guy is extinct for on the market. Like, because he's gonna be a monster for sure. But anyways, moving on with the evolution. Enzo Fernandez gets one. Enzo Fernandez doesn't get a boost in the defending, so a little bit weird on this one, unless he has like a chain evolution. Whoa, relax. Hello? Yeah. Gray Guti on this card. He gets the pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, and then, oh. See, the thing is, let me just check something real quick. Yeah, see, this is, I don't know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you go with evolutions, it just has to be, like, for the sentimental cards that have nothing, and then you're boosting it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because how does that work? So it's like, you give him it's not like you're going to give him a plus on the incisive pass. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know, it just feels wasteful on that. This is a good card that people look into regardless because he has the long ball pass, but I just think that, I don't know, I wouldn't go down this route, you know? Wouldn't go down that route. I did do that card. I did start that card as an Evo on one of my accounts, but right away I was like, eh. Like I said, for me, it's the sentimental cards just make the most sense. For sure. Kobe gets one. That's a direct upgrade. Defense is still low on this card, so you'd probably still use him as like some sort of box-to-box, quote-unquote, playmaker, obviously, because he does get the plus on that. Playstyles, he has long ball pass, so that's actually very nice. If you look from the non-rare, he has none of those two, right? So this is where it becomes a little bit more significant. Long ball pass, finesse shot. Yeah. Looks a little bit better on that one, right? Shadow chemistry style, boost the pace, boost the defense. A usable version of Kobe in the team. I use him as like a right center mid, probably, I would say. Doesn't have much defensive stuff, right? So you're not going to want to use him as a main defensive guy, right? Gravenberch gets one. Direct upgrade for this guy. And again, we can look at chain evolutions afterwards, right? But Ryan Gravenberch gets an upgrade. I don't know if that would be his best, because like I think he needs a bigger defensive boost. Like it would have to be like one of these ones, you know? Yeah. Unless he has one that gives him even more defensive stats, because I think giving him defensive stats is a really big deal. So it'd be something like this, right? Shadow chemistry style on him would boost the pace as well as the defending. Unfortunately, you don't make him a lengthy on this, so if for you to make him a lengthy, you'd have to give him an anchor, which might not be a horrible decision because his acceleration and sprint speed is still in a decent area for the current meta of the game. So it's not super horrible, but it's an option you can choose as well if you really want to. Zaire Emery. This guy was a fan favorite last year when that Future Stars dropped. Like, honestly, that card was actually really fun to play with. But this one gets the improvements as well. If we take a look at the rare gold card, he's most likely going to get a promo card in the future. I thoroughly believe that. But again, another evolution for him that gives him a very good boost, right? Shadow chemistry style would give him that pace boost, the defensive boost, and he would just be an all-around decent player, right? Play styles in game, no defensive stats, probably use him more as like a box-to-box playmaker sorts, right? Because they don't have that on the cards, but obviously he has the playmaker plus, which would be pretty helpful for sure. Grey Guti also exists for Sobosloy. I think if Sobosloy were to get an evolution or promo card of any sorts, it'd be nice if he got the defensive boost. You know, I think that's like one of the main ones. That would be nice to boost in the card. Shadow chemistry style for him would definitely be really cool. This thing is like glitching out like crazy right now. Super slow, eh? There you go. See, so intro to stat limits. Great Guti, 65 defending on this one. Again, he has the right playstyles on the card. Can't really go wrong with that one. Would not be a horrible choice either. Reinders. Playstyles given to him. Flair, technical, tiki-taka. Again, box-to-box sort of midfielder. You know what it is, though, man? I personally believe that these guys that are taller to work with, they're more ideal in the game, especially if he gets future improvements down the road. Like, let's say, for instance, he gets like a regular intercept or something. For me, I think that would be a really, really big deal on the card. He doesn't have any defensive stuff now, but he could in the future, right? Because he at least has passing capabilities, the finesse shots, technical as well on the card, right? And then there's the future improvements that would matter for him too. We could check the chain one if he does have any crazy ones. It's funny because this one shows that, but if I go here, it actually might show a thing. How do you spell his name again? It's Rhine. Like this. Evolutions. Yeah, so that's the main one for him. Interesting. Sorry guys, moving on. Just had to do the Sterling upload. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So yeah, Zaire Emery, you know, we've looked into. Pretty cool card. If he performs anything like last year, he would definitely be really sick with future improvements. But again, I always tell you guys these are the meta choices, but you know, Sentimental is going to be the go-to. Benfica player, Renato Sanchez. It's his best one, right? So on the shadow. I mean, again, it looks good, right? Like you would have to. The thing is that you would have to mainly use him in a defensive way, and he doesn't really have defensive playstyles, but. You know, sometimes I juice these cards where it's like they don't have playstyles, but they sometimes still perform well. They definitely emphasize playstyles a lot nowadays, right? So just be very mindful of that. Yeah, let me go to sometimes this is incorrect. We have learned from the past, my friends. We have learned from the past. Okay, so evolutions. There you go, right? So intro to stat limits, great Guti. Couple of things there, right? This one is really well formatted if you actually do the chain evolution for him. Yeah, a little bit better for sure. Incisive pass, pings pass, finesse, so he has like some passing stuff too. So yeah, no, he could be pretty cool. The shooting finishing wise is on the lower side. I feel like that could be annoying. You definitely want some improvements in the future for that. 100%, but let's see here. So we have Eze getting 1-2 forward fortification, great Guti. Shadow Chemistry Sal can switch in between chem and center mid. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. Forward fortification gave him that defensive boost compared to the rare gold, which is definitely a big deal because then you have like a rotation policy in that area for a card that actually has shooting capabilities, right? So this one's cool because of forward fortification. I remember this, the intercept, right? So that would actually add a lot to him. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool for that card. This guy was trending, but he had like a crazy card. It might have been this one. No, not the Great Guti one, but he had like another crazy one. Pretty sure it was the same guy. But yeah, he has a pretty crazy like chain evolution if you are going down this. Oh yeah, no, it could be this one. Yeah. I mean, you would have to pay for it, right? Forward fortification, power surge, the cannon, Great Guti. But a Brentford player that looks like this kind of looks nuts, to be honest. This is a cam card though, so a little bit iffy. I'd probably mainly use him as an actual center mid, to be honest. Intercept being added adds to it, but he has low interception, so it's a little strange. A little strange. Caicedo actually has potential. I like this card. Because I was actually using him for the beginning of the year, right? For like those cheap squads, and he has like some pretty decent base mechanic stuff. Not too shabby. I'm very curious to see if he has a chain one right now. Let's see, Caicedo. Caicedo on evolutions. That's the main one. I mean, take a look at all the playstyles though. Like that looks really crazy. Right? Because you would use them mainly in a defensive way anyways. Like if you're playing 4-5-1, right down the middle. He has intercept, he has anticipate, he has press proven, he has relentless, like a lot of good stuff, man. Like I said, I tried out the rare gold card earlier in the year, and he was actually pretty nice to use. So be very mindful of that. There's some that you can go in the sentimental route for, to be honest. Like Fermin, who could be better in the future as well. 3 different evolutions on him from the non-rare. Never know if he gets the future stars. That is always a variable to consider as well. But some good improvements, right? The bounce or the upgrade from the power surge to the great Guti is really nice. Shadow chemistry cell on him, good pace boost, defensive boost in a better area. Can switch between cam and center mid, so there's potential to work with in the future on that, right? Does he have one that has forward fortification? Just for that intercept, you know? If he has something like that, that'd be kind of nice, actually. Let's take a look here. Waterman. It's not Fermino, it's Fermin. That would be the best one, so La Roja. Okay. Cool. I mean, he still gets some decent playstyles. Finesse, Tiki-Taka, Ping's Pass. A couple of decent stuff there. Lobotka for the Napoli links, not too bad there. Derun. Look at this guy already being Hullet gang, bro. Like, what the heck, man? Probably use him in a defensive way too, right? Like, does he have the playstyles for it? Mainly Bruiser. Derun is on fire. Prince Supreme, intro to stat limits, power surge, and great Guti. Puts him at Hullet gang, eh? It's like an actual Hullet gang because he's Dutch. Oh, he's mostly lengthy too. That's actually really nice if you use him in a more defensive way. But again, playstyle plus. It depends, right? Because like cards like this, I think you want players that are probably a little bit more responsive, I would say. Pavlovich, Bayern Munich links for this one. Brother, that's so annoying. I don't know why Footpin's doing this. Oh my goodness, that's like... Is that bothering anybody else, or is it just me? Holy, dude. Intro to stat limits, power surgeon, and great Guti. Puts him in a really decent area, eh? Shadow chemistry style, controlled player, but usability increases. His finishing is actually in a good spot in case he gets into those positions, you know? But yeah, playmaker plus, and passing stuff added, Tiki-Taka, finesse. Okay. Kenny gets one. Juventus links, not too bad there. That's not horrible if you want to go down that route. Again, be careful with the cards that could potentially upgrade in the future. Neone, Fermin, Lamar. Bellingham gets one. He has a lot, dude. Honestly, if you're building like an English team and you have like both of the Bellinghams in the same team, that'd be pretty funny to work with, honestly. I just think Ultimate Edition giving Power Shot, like... no, Power Shot's pretty good. What am I saying? Power Shot this year is actually kind of crazy. Especially for the attackers, like... pretty nuts, actually. I take it back. My brain sometimes it gets stuck to last year, you know? Dominguez gets one, Nottingham Forest. Good general upgrades in the cards. Paulo Bernardo from Celtic? I don't even know who this is, to be honest with you. Ugart gets one. Amada, Sergio Gomez. Is that from the Inform? So you can upgrade the Inform again. Interesting. Danny Silva. Plays for Hellas Verona. Let's see who else people have been choosing here. Let's see some of the top choices, if there are any. Let's take a look at these. That Dalo Evo is insane value. It definitely is. He's very good in game. I use him right now. He's amazing. Let's see here. Okay, so Evander, MLS links. Ruben Loftus-Cheek we checked out. Frank Kessié. Kessié is not too bad, actually. Because he gives the Saudi League links, right? That's not horrible. Al Ali. Who plays for Al Ali? Gabri Vega got a card. Had no idea he got a card. Mahrez has a card. Could get something in the future. Not horrible. Kessié gets really good upgrades, though. Yeah. What's his playstyles? No defensive stuff. I'm very surprised he doesn't have any defensive stuff. But all-rounded, very nice. Zaire Emery checked out. That card looks nice. And then Joelinton, obviously, one of the trending cards, too. So, yeah, you're definitely going to have a couple of choices for this one that could be cool. Like this guy, you know, showing Curtis Jones, Liverpool card, right? 4-star, 4-star. You know, generally increase him to a point where he's nice. Playmaker plus plus, yeah, that's also added to the card, so that adds to it too. Pablo Torre. Conor Gallagher gets one. Nico Gonzalez, brother. Brother, hold on. No, not from here. Let me see this Nico card, man. Intro to stat limits, power surge, great Guti. And he's a lengthy. Oh, his dribbling is kind of sus, but he does have press proven though. Yeah, I mean, you know, for FC Porto, I mean, he looks pretty cool. Playmaker plus plus added to the card in the center mid position too. Finishing kind of low though, but yeah, for the FC Porto, it'd be kind of cool. Playmaker plus plus would be a little bit like, I don't know. I think you want like good box to box midfielders that can dribble. I think that's like what you should be aiming for, especially with like future improvements, right? Like what you think the future improvement can be. Like this guy has 84 dribbling, like that could be a little bit better to work with. Nice playstyles actually on him. It's not bad. But yeah, not too bad. A couple of decent choices, you know, obviously. You could already see the FC Porto cards coming through, right? So you should go down the sentimental route. I tell you guys this all the time. If you're playing the game normally, you never know what type of card you can get in the future. That could be really, really good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.